Have you been approached by a coach or a business guru or an expert in their own field? Today, it seems like everyone is a coach, or many people would read one page of a book, Think and Grow Rich, or How to Win Friends and Influence People. And all of a sudden, they are gurus. That one person who can teach you all about the law of attraction because they watched the documentary The Secret once. So many options and so many hyped up options. So today I'm going to work with you on understanding exactly how to identify which one is the right coach for you or how to even pick a coach should you even need one. This is the ME Show.
I've been caught up since the day that we met, and you haven't seen the best of me yet. There's nothing like you and me together, and your eyes have been so hard to forget. But there's something you're trying to hide. There's something you're keeping inside. But I'm trying to get to know you much better. It don't matter how much time it takes. I just can't give up. Whoa, I just can't give up. Can't give up. I just can't give up. I just can't give up.
I just can, and I definitely won't give up. Welcome to a brand new episode of the ME Show. My name is Ali Madawi, your strategic partner, where we work with struggling entrepreneurs to leverage social media and the digital space to create brand equity and a revenue. And today I'm going to talk to you about the coaching world. It seems over the last 5 years, everyone has become a coach. It's so much so that when somebody says, "Are you a coach?" I'm like, "No, don't call me that," because it's like mixing you with a bunch where I understand the desire. I understand and respect the grind, the hustle, where everybody wants to coach and mentor. But how do you find the right coach? How do you even know that that person really and genuinely has the best to offer? Well, let me share with you what I do because I have a coach and a mentor as well. And I want to show you some of the things that I look at if I were to consider to spend my hard-earned money on someone else to elevate my games, to elevate my skills, to elevate my business or my company as well. So first things first that I advise you on taking a peek at. And by the way, if you are in business in any way, shape, or form, let me know what industry are you in and definitely what state are you jumping in from because I want to give you a shout out. So first things first, what I look at is the promo videos that quote unquote coach or mentor is doing. For the most part, everybody does promo videos. And the reason I look at promo videos, I get to have an idea of the character of the individual. Is the person flashy? Is the person braggadocious? Is the person, taking down jobs and talking and making fun of the JOB, just over broke? Those are things that are important to me because I respect somebody that has an honorable living. I don't care if it's a job or a business, man, God bless you. As long as you're happy, as Gary Vee always talks about, there are people who are making $60,000 a year and they are so happy. And then there are people who are making millions of dollars and they're extremely miserable. So looking at a promo video, I get to see what kind of individual are they flashing the rings, and do they do one of these things so you can see the big ring and in their finger, or are they again humble, soft-spoken, genuine, honorable, respectful? Those things are usually from the very, very first thing in the promo video because when we do a promo video, by default, our marketing head is on. So we're like, "Hey, how you doing? I want to help you," yada yada. So we turn it up. But sometimes there are individuals who script so much that they lose their sense of self. And to me, that's a deal breaker. So again, promo videos is the very first thing that I take a peek at when I'm evaluating if this is a mentor and or a coach that I would consider to mentor me or take me to the next phase. The next thing before I hire that coach on a one-on-one phase, I would be willing to do courses and see their style, see the amount of information that person is releasing. Because in reality, courses are the lesser expensive if you are trying to do a smaller investment. And for example, in our platform, I am that media right down there. Our entrepreneurial community where we release courses every 10 days, it's only $47 a month. So it's $1.50 a day. I tell everybody, like, dude, just grab a month and evaluate if we are the right fit just based on that content. Then we can talk if we are going to meet on higher end things, right? So courses will give you just more than enough. And here is why. Have you ever purchased a business course before, and by module 2 or video 2, you're like, man, this is the same thing that I seen from 1998. There's really no value in here. There's no relevancy in here. I could have, and I would have done it all by myself, but I get no value in here. Well, if you're getting no value from the courses, what do you think is going to happen on a one-on-one? It's the same exact content. Usually the one-on-one is more in-depth, a little bit more customized, but courses will give you a clear understanding of the type of content that quote unquote coach or mentor is releasing. And it doesn't cost you an arm and a leg, because usually one-on-one coaching is the most expensive form of mentorship or coaching. And I'm willing to bet on courses first, see what kind of content do you provide. And then if I see like, wow, there's a lot that I've learned, my brain automatically tells me, if I've learned so much from courses, how much more can I get if I get the real deal, the real person, live in-person one-on-one? Okay. And the reason I say this, again, is I like to see the style and the philosophy of the person that I'm about to be working with. You know, different individuals have different styles. I've spent 14 years going on 15 in the business space, and I'm very, very grateful for the little bit of humble success that we've had. We've done about $2 billion of gross sales for 4 or 5 organizations, and we've helped over 50,000 people, not in network marketing, within our own coaching platform itself, our own mentorship platform, since mid 2015. So we genuinely created some success and some measurable results for individuals. But different individuals have different styles and different philosophies. There are people who are on the aggressive side of things. Don't accept no for an answer. Knock on their door again. Follow up until the phone dies. Yada, 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 yada. And I understand. Me personally, I'm more on a soft touch. I'm more on a long-term, slow build. I'm all about, genuinely attract the person to you, not to your business. And through you, the business conversation will become so much easier. So different ways of approaching it. And I respect everybody's hustle. I'm not knocking anybody down in here. I believe that there are a million ways to $1 million. However, you got to understand and find the one that works best for you. That's why I believe evaluating the style or the philosophy of the quote unquote coach or the guru that you're about to work with is going to give you a nice understanding if this is someone that I should be working with. The next upgrade from courses before you get to that one-on-one with that coach that you should consider should be group coaching. And I'll tell you why. And by the way, anybody in here has a coach or a mentor or is part of any coaching community. And I ask because of this next piece. So when it comes to group coaching, I don't evaluate just the content that is given. I evaluate the quality of the individuals that are in the group, because the power of the group coaching is that you feed off of each other's energy or questions or feedback or fears or support, right? So the individuals or the crowd that individual is attracting should tell you a lot about who the person himself or herself is or can be, because there's a difference between who you are in front of a camera and a microphone and who you are internally. And the who you are internally is usually exposed by the people who are around you, right? They call that core values. So I like to evaluate the crowd as well, right? Do they curse? Do they smoke on camera? Are they, again, braggadocious? Is everybody else comfortable? Is everybody else knocking each other out or, like each other's businesses or jobs? So that is another piece that is important. Another phase, which is, again, the next upgrade, will be the one-on-one coaching. So one-on-one coaching is usually the most expensive, and I'm not against charging what you believe you should be charging. And here's why. I heard Grant Cardone said this best. He said, they asked me, what do I charge 6 figures for a 1-hour speech or keynote? He said, I'm not charging you 6 figures for 1 hour. I'm charging you 6 figures for 40 years. I just condensed it in 1 hour for you. And that is valid because he is giving 40 years worth of experience in a keynote and all of his knowledge, all of his secrets in a condensed format for the masses. So I understand why he's doing that. So again, if you evaluate the promo videos, the courses, the style and the philosophy, the group or the quality of the group itself, that should give you more than enough understanding that this person I should be working with, because if this person has all these check mark, check mark, check mark next to everything that I just talked about, I feel more than inclined to requesting a one-on-one working relationship. Now, again, here's an asterisk for you. Before I do that one-on-one invoice pay, I'm going to evaluate if the person is willing to give me a freebie. And the reason I'm asking for a freebie is because that person needs to do a discovery to learn about my business, my needs, my struggle, my upcoming, whatever it is that I have within my business. If you cannot get that discovery, the person never cared about your business in the first place. They cannot really determine if they can help you or not. They just took your money, and now we're going to go and learn about if I can help you. No, let's do a discovery to evaluate if we are a good fit for one another. That's why every time somebody reaches out to me for anything, I'm like, well, let's do an evaluation. And there's a reason for that. Not only I want to know if I can truly create real results for you, but at the same time, I want to know if you're going to be a pain in the butt or you're going to be coachable. There are people that I've worked with in my rookie years that, because they paid for one-on-one coaching, they were requiring of me to get them business. Well, I'm paying you, so you got to get me customers. I'm like, yeah, you got that wrong. You're paying me to consult and advise and help you build an infrastructure, but it is your sole responsibility to do the work. And had I done that discovery and understood what their motive really was, I probably would have had a whole different approach or a different working relationship, or none at all. So one-on-one coaching will be great, but I'm going to give you 3 pieces to do some homework before you hire somebody for that one-on-one. The very first thing, and you should ask these questions in that discovery: what is the real time of ROI? Now, I'm not asking for money that I'm going to make if I work with you. Like, how much money would you make me? That's not a thing that you should ever ask, because it is your sole responsibility, the business owner, to create revenue, right? The individual, though, should be able to help you shrink time, right? So what would normally take you a year, it should be at least within 90 days. I believe that wholeheartedly. If you want to get more brand equity, getting featured, getting in podcasts, getting in magazines, papers, or whatever, we know we can create those kind of results within 90 days. Most people would ask, well, what kind of results should I expect? Well, here's what you should expect. You're going to have a whole executive team around you. You're going to have, every time you need anything, a strategic partner available to you. You're going to have a VP of sales that's available to work with you. You're going to have a VP of business development, a VP of operations, and all of our systems, our daily method of operations, all the things that we do, we're going to provide to you so you learn how to run an efficient operation like we're running ours. On top of that, we're going to create a daily method of operation and execution system. We're going to hold you accountable, and within 6 weeks, our ultimate goal is to get you published somewhere, and in some kind of publication that has merit into it. That's something that is big time, that gives you credibility for yourself and for new eyes to take a look at you. And we'll do this within 6 weeks. See, that is a measurable unit of return on investment. Now, most people would still say, that's amazing. Can I get started? I still want to know more, because if I don't know if I can get you to commit to doing your part of the end, because even if you're paying us to work with you, there's still a partnership in here. Like, you're not paying us $10,000 or each for the month that we're working with you. So we want to make sure that you're creating results. It's like the gym or the fitness coach. I don't want you to come to my gym and walk out looking like a slob. If you're going to come to the gym, I need you to come out and looking like a billboard, because you are a reflection on my gym. So the same exact thing comes to our business model. The second thing that you should ask in that discovery, Zoom, or evaluation that you're going to do with that potential coach of yours is, how compatible is our journey? Meaning, like, tell me a little bit about your past and your struggles and your upcoming. Sometimes I've spoken to individuals that have never really experienced struggle. So by default, I'm like, you will not be able to relate to what I've gone through. Meaning, you can only help me fix my credit if you ruined yours and you fixed it. You can only help me fix my marriage if your marriage was once upon a time bad and then you fixed it. You can't help me do or fix something that you've never gone through. So it's extremely important. It's almost like, do you have experience in what I'm trying to do? So don't just fall for the trap of marketing and just start giving somebody money just because they market themselves really, really well on social media. Make sure that you ask these questions. Remember, you're paying this person, so you earned the right to interview them. It is not about, oh, you are up there and I'm down here. Absolutely not. Don't get it twisted. You're paying that person. That person is rendering a service to you. So you have to ask these questions. Okay. The third thing that I would ask myself, do I like this person? Simple as that. Like, do I see myself hanging out with this person, having a drink with this person, grabbing a bite with this person? If I don't feel like I like you, sooner or later our heads are going to bump, and I'm not sure I'm going to want to do business with you. So ask yourself this question: do I like this person? Those three things are more than enough for me to say I feel good about this relationship. And if I seen the promo videos, if I taken some courses, if I've gotten into the group to do my evaluation, I'll definitely go forward and spend money on a one-on-one, regardless of what the price or the dollar amount would be. Now, the last piece that is important on the evaluation of a one-on-one coach is post-coaching strategy. See, it's not about getting you on and keeping you on, right? Like some coaches think they want to keep people for a year, spending that retainer month in and month out. And I understand. God bless. If that's your business model, it is what it is. Me personally, I want to make sure that I create a business plan or a strategy that post coaching, when you're no longer paying me, you have an executing system in place, a daily method of operation. That thing that we did together for 6 weeks, you continue to do it on your own every single day, meaning we set you up to win. We've graduated you to walk after you were crawling when we met you. That is important. Think about it like this. There are health and wellness products where, as long as you eat or reorder your auto ship, the weight is off. The moment you stop ordering it, you blow up like a balloon. That is not okay. I want to know what happens when we no longer work together, because I would like to graduate myself and be the individual who has a company that is set up. I want to exceed you. And it happened to me. Every mentor that I've had, for the most part, not only I've reached their level or I exceeded their level, but I found myself training and coaching in their platforms, training and coaching their people. So therefore I was like, why am I paying this person anymore? I've graduated to do my own thing, right? So always ask, so what happens after we're no longer working together? Like, you're just giving me the goodies as long as I'm paying you, or are you going to help me to become an independent, traditional business owner or an independent company? The people we work with, we tell them, you're operating like a solopreneur. We're going to teach you how to operate like a company. That is a key element, to operate like a company. And you may not have a budget to hire a whole team, but we'll teach you exactly how to build a company with one person and delegate little by little until you become a successful company. And that, ladies and gentlemen, what we do. Now, obviously, we don't disclose any of our prices or anything like that. The only thing that, and there's a reason for it, we work with different individuals based on their budgets. But the main thing that I want you to go and check out is iam.media. Try our courses. They're only $1.50 a day. See our style, see our philosophy. It's month to month. Try for 30 days, get into our group, because once you have access to the learning platform, you're going to be part of our group itself. And then you get to evaluate us as well. And then we'll go from there. You can just stick with the $1.50 a day, or you can move forward and even consider to work with us at a higher level if you want to, kind of take your business and your brand to a whole new level. So I appreciate you listening. I'm praying to God that you are going to truly consider these options before you ever spend a dime on anybody else in the future, whether they're courses, one-on-one group, or anything that really comes with it. So I appreciate you and I thank you. And until next time, peace out, everybody. We'll see you soon.